to another video. Welcome to Martin Devs. Here I am going to make a video about how to deploy an ASP.NET Core to Railway. What is Railway? Railway is a cloud hosting that you can actually deploy. You can do from React to Angular. You can do backend like Python. You can do a bunch of things. So Railway here is an infrastructure platform where you can provision infrastructure, develop it with that infrastructure locally and deploy it to the cloud. So I mean, their plans starts at $5. You can do a free trial, which is you just have to turn on the developer mode and you'll be able to deploy. I mean, well documented. So I already created an account, so you guys will have to create an account if you want to follow on the video how to do it. So yeah, you can actually explain it. They have documentation that explains how to use. We are actually going to be using PostgreSQL to deploy the database, and we are going to be creating a project in ASP.NET Core, and we are going to do some modifications so that way we can actually deploy the database, and we're going to do a migration so that way we can go ahead and get the tables on it. So all right, so make sure you guys create an account. So let me click on Railway here so you guys can see that. So we'll try to do it fast because this is, you know, this is a fast. So this is the application. So if you don't have an account, you can actually do it. So I already have an account, so I have a picture of myself there. So let me lower this down. So it says now boarding express start bullet speed. So see, it's fast. So if you're deploying to, for example, to Azure to there, the setup sometimes can take about 15-20 minutes. So all right, let's try to break it fast. All right, so once you create an account, this is what the dashboard will look like. It will actually look like this. And what I'm going to do now, I'm actually going to create an application. I'm going to show you from the beginning. So I am going to create an application here. So let me go ahead and open Visual Studio 2022. Create a project. And I have .NET 8 that I'm going to be using. I'm going to put down web app application, which is going to be this one. It's going to be in C#. I'm going to hit next. I'm going to put down Railway app, and make sure you click where it says here place a solution and solution and a project in the same directory. Make sure you do that. Okay. And let's rename it because I think I have another one that does like it. Railway application. I'm gonna put down like that. All right, so I'm gonna hit next, and then I'm gonna select .NET A. I am going to select individual account, and I'm gonna use the Docker file. So a container, I meant to say container. So once I have that, then I'm gonna hit create. So this is gonna take a little bit. So while that's creating, I'm gonna go ahead and go back over here. So I am going to create I'm gonna go ahead and create a table database, and I am going to use PostgreSQL. So that's gonna take a little bit. Oh, okay, my SQL is running. All right, so that's running. So right now, what do we got out of the box? We got the www roof. This is where the CSS, the JavaScript. Oh, this is start Docker desktop. I might hit no, I don't want to do that. So your CSS will go there, the JavaScript there, the libraries we want to like Bootstrap and things like that. So then you have a data. So this here we're not going to need that migration. So I'm going to go ahead and delete it. And here we have a model class. This is the application DB context. So this is where you're going to be. Whenever you create a class and you're going to do migrations, you're going to have to put it in here. We have the Docker file that is going to help us to deploy it to the to Railway. And then we have the program CS, which we are going to modify. So there's going to be like 4 different things that we're going to have to do. First thing I'm going to do is I am going to comment this out. We're not going to need that. So we're going to create a new connection. So let me do that. So let me make sure the Railway created the, okay, so it created the PostgreSQL. We are going to need the connection. So we go here, the data. So we're gonna need this connection here, so we can go ahead and do the migration. So I'm gonna hit copy. So we are going to, I'm gonna go to the settings here, app settings. So inside here, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna copy, and I'll explain everything so that we make it fit fast and quick. Alright guys, so I did created a new connection, and I ended up creating a folder where I'm going to show you guys. So I created a new connection here. It's called connection helper, get connection string builder, and I'm using the PostgreSQL, which is the new connection here. And also I end up bringing in a new package, which is the PostgreSQL. So you can get that from the tools. So you have to do is navigate all the way to it says NuGet, right here, NuGet package, and mine already got installed. So let me see, let me find it. Yes, so it's right here. See, I installed that one, so that's installed. All right, so let me go back over here. Mine's right there. Okay, so the next thing you guys are gonna have to do is also here inside where it shows all the packages, all the Docker file, all of that. Let me go ahead and copy it, so that way you can. Okay, so here what you want to do is you want to bring this invariant globalization, and you want to make it to true. So that's one. Then also you want to go ahead and create a folder, which I give the folder name utility, and this one's called connection helper. So what is this going to do is going to create a connection into the database, so that way every time you update, and it will create a new migration. So this one here is called data helper. So this here, it says it's going to use the DB context, so it's going to create a database migration. So inside the startup here, inside the startup, I end up bringing this is the using state, var scope out service, which is all this here. So this is going to help me create a database migration. So then the last thing I end up using is going to be the app settings, which is this one here. So this is my connection string. So this here, you want to go ahead and get yours from Railway, which is right here. I'll let you guys see it because I'll be destroying this. Once I finish the whole video, I'll be deleting the website. It's just for purpose of teaching you guys how to do it. All right, so once I have that, I'm gonna go ahead and close this out. So then this is my repo here, so I'm gonna go ahead and use okay, so now that I have that, let me make sure I'm following through. All right, so I have that. So the new connection. All right, so the next thing I want to do is I want to go ahead and connect it to my GitHub, so that way we can go ahead and deploy it to Railway. So here I am. So this is Railway. Oh, I missed the L, but anyways, actually let me change it. Railway application. So I'm gonna go ahead and create push. So this is gonna create a new repo inside. So you go ahead and refresh this. See right here. All right, so now I can go back, and I'm gonna go ahead and create a new application. So this is going to be GitHub from, it says right here, it says Railway application. So it's going to create, and it's going to go ahead and deploy it. So that's going to take a little bit. So it's initializing, and you can actually view the log right here. It's pretty cool stuff. And the database is right here. So this is going to take a little bit, so you can actually see how the process of deploying, see how it's doing. It's pretty fast. It doesn't take too long. Like, let's say you happen to have an error on the code, it will actually tell you. The line where it could be the problem. So it's, let me go here, see if it created the tables. It created the migration here, so I'm gonna show you guys. Okay, let's make sure this deploys. So I'm gonna go ahead and can go here. I can go to the settings. Inside the settings, because it hasn't been deployed yet, so I have to wait until it deploys, so that way it can generate a domain name. Okay, so it is running. All right, so here's the application. Railway. Perfect. Login. Now I want to be able to access the database, so I can go ahead and register. So let me see the data. Okay, so it created a migration. So the next thing I want to go ahead and do, I'm gonna go ahead and do the .NET. Okay, so I am going to go ahead here. What is the project's name? CD Railway application. That's the, make sure I'm in the right path. Okay, CD Railway application. Okay, cool. So then here I'm gonna go ahead and create a .NET EF migrations, and I'm gonna go ahead and call this one models. I'm gonna do the output. I'm gonna output inside the data folder, and I'm gonna name this one migrations, like that. So let me see, make sure it works. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to do one more thing. I forgot to get rid of this here. All right, so while I was doing the application, make sure you, inside here where it says identity, make sure you remove that. All right, let's see if it did the migration. Okay, so let me go ahead and update the .NET EF database update, like that. So this is going to update, and then I'm going to go ahead and push it, and that should be able to create my database. If everything goes well, I should be able to see a database. All right, cool. So let me go ahead and push this. So let me go ahead and do is it, I'm gonna call it new migration. So I'm gonna go ahead, commit, send to that, and then you guys gonna see that this railway automatically is gonna update. You're gonna see it. It says 4 minutes ago, whatever, that was the last update. Let's see if it changes. Yes, see, it started to build again. So started to build again. All right, so let's see if we get a data table now. So let's take a look. See if we get a table. It's building. Let's see. Okay, success. We don't have any errors. We don't have anything. Let's see if we get the tables. Come on, tables. No tables yet. Might have to creating container. Like, come on. Oh, there is a table. See, the tables are there. Okay, cool. So now once the application it works, let me see, let me reload this here. Okay, cool. So now I'm gonna go ahead, this is live actually, this is actually in the internet. So see the application. All right, so now the next thing I want to do, I'm gonna go ahead and test the database. So I'm gonna go ahead and register, and I'm gonna use this one. It says customer AOL, and I'm just gonna create this random password that I have, and I'm gonna do this again. I'm gonna do that like that. So see, it's register. See, customer. All right, so it says customer AOL. So let me go back to the table, and let's go inside the users. See, it says right there, customer AOL right there. It says email confirm. I put a false. So yeah, now you can actually create more tables. So that's pretty much how you do it. All right, guys. So pretty much that's how you will deploy an application. It's pretty simple. It's under, it doesn't really take a whole lot of time. So and that's it. And it's actually under $5. If you notice all their hostings are a little bit too much, or they don't support ASP.NET Core, this is a perfect way to go to Railway. I mean, it's pretty simple. I mean, for the money, can't go wrong. So I think like less than $5 and it's ready to go. So yeah, this is an application. So I can log out and I can log back in. Let me log back in. All right, cool. So yeah, but yeah, that's the way to go. And then you can actually buy a domain name and change this here. So that'll be another thing. But yeah, all right, guys. Well, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to follow and support the channel, and then stay tuned for more videos. And if leave on the bottom of the video what you think about it. See if you get stuck or anything, and if you have any questions, feel free to message me, and I'll be happy to take the time and help you if you have any questions. All right, so peace and love. See you on the next video.